to hear Republican rhetoric, good evening, you would think President Obama's just been sitting around twiddling his thumbs. But let's look at what he's actually done. He has imposed visa restrictions. He has drafted sanctions. He's canceled bilateral engagements with Russia. He's proposed a $1 billion aid package. He even sent 6 F-15s to Lithuania. These, you would think, are all the things his Republican critics have been asking him to do. So given this, isn't it time to stop criticizing the president?
In the last 24 hours, he's done a very good job. My problem is the way the president engages not just Putin, but the world. I think the big problem with President Obama, I don't think he has a vision of foreign policy. I think he's uncomfortable with the idea that we're an exceptional country, the voice for freedom, and that Putins of the world have to be dealt with. So I appreciate what he did today. Thank God he's upping his game. But here's the test for President Obama. At the end of the day, will the Crimea be in Russian hands in a direct or de facto way?
Let me ask you 2 follow-up questions, sir.
Sure.
Number one, given that at least right now, for the last 24 hours, big improvement, you're saying you support what the president's been doing. Does that mean you're going to stop criticizing him?
I'm not going to stop criticizing the president for foreign policy that's a failure from one corner of the world to the other, and nor should I. When he was Senator Obama, did anybody ask him, would you stop criticizing President Bush?
Senator Cardin, what do you think?
Well, just look at President Obama's foreign policy successes. He's gotten more support for our policies in Iran. We have a coalition that's been put together. In Syria, we are standing up to the chemical weapons. And now in Ukraine, President Obama has been the leader in standing up for the rights of the Ukrainian people. Now, the bad guy here is Putin. It's not President Obama. Putin is the person who invaded another country. Putin is the person who's violating his international agreements. Putin is the person that's putting so much at risk.
Ben, you know, I agree with that distinction, but I want to ask you about a very specific area where the president could, I think, make a difference. And 3 weeks ago, in what seemed to be a somewhat safer and more stable world, the president was proposing a budget which cuts the U.S. Army below its Pearl Harbor strength for the first time, really in a very long time. We've now had a pretty big seismic shift in what's going on in the world. Secretary Hillary Clinton compared Putin to Hitler. If that has any serious meaning, shouldn't the president turn back to the Joint Chiefs and say, I want you to review this and tell me what you need now that we've determined that we are in a much more dangerous relationship with the Russians?
Well, obviously, we need to always reevaluate our military strength. We do spend more money than any other country by far on our military expenditures. We are in tough economic times as far as our budget is concerned. We reached a bipartisan agreement for this year and next that provides a certain cap on how much money we can spend on discretionary spending, whether it's military spending or non-defense spending. I think a lot of us would like to see those numbers higher. But in order to do that, we got to reach a real budget agreement that deals with more than just what we did earlier this year. So I agree with you. I would like to have a long-term budget. But defense spending is certainly not out of line as far as the fiscal restraints as what we're doing on non-defense spending.